One Stanford scientist now saying it could be feasible for us to live as long as 200 years. And according to that scientist, the first person to live that long may have already been born. And as you might expect, this is if you live a healthy lifestyle. But there's a catch. Healthy might not mean exactly what you'd expect it to. Some scientists say part of living to 200 means, for example, not eating too much kale or broccoli. What? Joining me now for more, best-selling nutrition author Jorge Cruz. Thanks so much for being here, Jorge.
Pleasure to be here, Natasha.
You know, our team was pretty surprised when we saw this. Some scientists saying we shouldn't eat too much broccoli, kale, or cabbage. Aren't these supposed to be good for you? What's going on here?
You know, it's a funny question because it's counterintuitive to what we hear. And I have a podcast called The Zero Hunger Guide, and this is the #1 question people ask because so many people are looking at plant-based nutrition. Shockingly, though, plant-based nutrition, things like kale, broccoli, these things, cabbage included, can be problematic for people primarily because they contain plant defenses that inhibit the absorption of iodine at the level of the thyroid and the heart in the bodies and hormones. These plant defense mechanisms, because the plants don't want us to eat them. Fruits are different, but these are all this family of cabbage. And unfortunately, they can cause these problems with thyroid and heart issues.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So does this mean we need to cut it out of our diet entirely? How much is too much? And are there any other surprising foods we need to be careful not to eat too much of?
I've had on my show, The Zero Hunger Guide, quite a bit, this Dr. Paul Saladino. He's known as Carnivore MD, too. And he's very well known for talking about how animal-based protein has all these incredible nutrients we need. But one of the foods he talks about, which I love, as we talked about this in an episode recently, is how beans, of all things, can cause an immune response that can cause issues with digestion. And so beans are not on my list. And shockingly, a lot of my clients, when they cut that out, they feel much better and they eat more of an animal-based meat program.
Okay. Well, Jorge, here's a question. I mean, should we even be living until 200 years old? What's your opinion on that?
In First Roman magazine, where we talked about the water cure. And I'll tell you, when you have hydration and electrolytes, you turn off hunger, then allow you to do what is called intermittent fasting, which I'm a big promoter of. And intermittent fasting, surprisingly, is the most proven way long-term to extend lifespan. And most centenarians that live to be over 100, they eat one meal a day. It's called OMAD, and that's the key to it all. And that's all in the First Woman magazine, just out this week.
All right, well, Jorge, salty water and one meal a day, those 200 years, I think you'll really feel it.
And a ribeye, maybe. There you go.
Jorge Cruz, thank you for your time tonight.